Hey, Josh.
Yeah, what's that, Vasco?
You know what really fucking storms my winter?
What's that?
When you live in Las Vegas and you go to Kansas City in January and you're completely unprepared for the fucking brutal cold. And oh shit, I just swore. I wasn't supposed to.
It is really cold here.
It's fucking brutal. Sorry. Holy moly. But here we are. We made it. We're at Winter Storm in Kansas City, fucking Missouri?
Kansas City, Missouri. We're actually at the Winter Storm concert now.
We're doing the show pre the show.
Yeah. Just in case. So for those of you listening along at home, I'm Josh. This is the Chatterman Podcast. With me, as always, is my bearded co-host, Andy.
That's me.
And we're going to give you 5 seconds to listen to something else. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, we're going to do that. So we're at Winter Storm. They're getting the concert ready. We had some knowledge dropped on us today.
Yeah, we've had some pre-liquor.
Yeah, there's been some drinking, and then I think there's going to be a little more winter steam afterwards.
You know what else is bothersome, Josh?
What's that?
When you do nothing but drink for two or 3 days straight, and the shits, man. Holy moly.
Yeah? Is that why you've been destroying the hotel bathroom since we got here?
I've been shitting up a storm. Pun intended.
It's been a shinter storm.
Exactly. So we did sneak in some beers and some liquor to this event, so we hope we're going to hoot and holler probably. We'll see what happens. But
yeah, it's not going to be good. We'll probably get thrown out, but we haven't been thrown out overall yet, and we got to see some good friends of ours. We'll have some of them on the show later tonight when we're at Winter Steam. Joe, Lone Star Piper, we'll get some buddies on.
We even have one of the 6 sitting right next to us, but she won't talk to us right now. But
do you want to say hi?
Nothing. She's got nothing.
She's like, I do not want to go on record with you assholes.
That's okay though. It's okay. So who's who out here today, Josh? Who do you see?
Oh man, I've seen all kinds of people. We did
I see that guy.
Did a seminar with
guy over there.
Do you know who that guy is?
No, I don't know any of these people. I just figured that's a guy, and I saw him. So
we did a couple workshops today with the legendary Terry Lee, Richard Parks, Lord Vader himself.
Yes. I just went there just to fanboy out, just to stare at him creepily.
Did you get a selfie, or are you going to try to do that later?
No, I'll try to do it later when I'm a little more brave and a little more drunk.
Well, and hopefully everyone else is drunk too, so that'll help.
And then they won't care, hopefully, so much. But we'll see what happens. He did recognize me though, which was a funny story.
Yeah, you have a very recognizable face. It's one of the few perks of being a fuck ugly person is everyone can recognize your face immediately.
Yeah, when you do a lot of stupid shit on the internet, important people remember your face.
Stupid shit on the internet, just like this, just like we're going to do all night tonight. So it's the Saturday night of Winter Storm. We're going to get a little bit of the contest, a little bit of people playing, and it's going to be good. We're going to do Winter Steam after this and try to get some people to say shit on the microphone that they regret later. Yeah,
we had an interesting night last night, didn't we? We were in the bar at the hotel. I'm not going to call anybody out, but we had lots of great conversations about all the drama going on in pipe band world or whatever. And every time we'd ask somebody, oh, this is such an interesting opinion. Will you come on the show and talk about it? Nope.
It's like, you should come talk on the Chatterman Podcast about this. Absolutely not.
Not a single soul would go on record.
So we're gonna see if we get better luck today after everyone's had a few drinks, and we'll be hammered by then. I'm sure the audience will see a very noticeable change in how drunk we are in this intro versus how drunk we are when we come back. Yeah.
For sure. Oh my God. It started, but we're early on. We've had a couple beers, but nothing too serious yet. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll be black. Oh wait, it's your turn to black out tonight.
It's my turn to black out. Yeah, you blacked out yesterday.
Yeah, and passed out at like 8.
Yeah, you got like a good 15 hours of sleep.
Hey man, we had a long day yesterday. Apparently I needed it. I don't know. There was a lot of flying and drinking. That's all we did yesterday, pretty much. Right?
It's pretty much we just flew and drank. Yeah, we didn't do hardly anything when we got here.
Well, I guess that's really why we're here, right?
So I guess the goal tonight is we're gonna listen to some music, drink some beers, get some content, and get naked.
Yeah, we also hopefully will record some of the performances and put them on here. Hopefully we don't get sued for that. But I see no signs that say don't record, right? We didn't see any of those.
Let us in.
So yeah, and so we're gonna put some of that on here too. Let people listen to some of the cool stuff. So if you have anybody you want to hear. It's too late because you're listening to this and we've already edited it. So fuck you.
we've already recorded it. So go fuck yourself. So that's what you get for listening to the world's worst backpacking podcast.
All right. That guy on stage. He's got a headset on.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the show.
Let's do it.
So, Fusco, we just came into intermission at the concert now. We got some audio I think we played, hopefully. I don't know if I took some audio, so I'm assuming we'll use some of it for the show. What are your thoughts so far in the concert?
My early review is it's a raving success, except for that P-Rock, that was crap. But hey, you know, when you got 7 or 8 of the best pipers that ever existed playing a P-Rock that they haven't practiced together, you know, you're bound to get...
In the fucking dark, no less.
Some mistake. Yeah, I mean, they turned the lights off for some reason. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do there.
Trying to set the mood. They're trying to make it sexy.
They're setting a mood in a church with shitty lighting, so I don't know. It didn't work.
Nothing sets the mood for P-Rock quite like darkness.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. It was very good. I'm just fucking around, but
also nothing is sexier than just straight P-Rock.
Oh yeah. And I don't know if you caught the Stuart Liddell solo was pretty amazing so far. you have a favorite?
Stephen McWhirter, I had not heard solo before, and that was pretty awesome. I've heard Stuart, I've heard some of these other guys before, because they come to our concert in Vegas.
I may have to bring Steven out to Vegas, because that was a pretty awesome solo. But he also, I don't know if anybody caught it, right in the middle there, there's this, I think it's an American thing, but it's called Big Army, and he threw that in the middle there. It's a drum snare solo called Big Army. And it was like, hey, is that? And he Scottish-fied it. It's very swingy and everything, but it was super cool to hear that.
Yeah, that was really cool. I don't get to see very much drumming that's like good. So
I'm sorry, I didn't hear a word you just said.
I don't get to see very much drumming that's good. So that was a great thing for me.
You never get to see drumming that's good.
I never get to see drumming, much less drumming that's good.
Except when you see Stereo Glass. Oh!
Oh, there you go. This episode of Chan Ran Broadcast brought to you by Stereo Glass.
Stereo Glass, the rock band from Las Vegas.
Facebook.com/Stereo Glass. I don't know. I'm assuming.
Fuck if I know.
Never have I seen a band with more lighting accoutrement than they set up.
Yeah, we do have a lot of lighting. We're really going for it. I mean, we had better lighting than the church, obviously, for that P-Brock.
I just think that it's amazing to me that your band spends so much time making custom lighting for your shows and still lets Lewis wear cargo shorts.
I still can't hear you. You got to speak up.
I was saying that I'm amazed that your band spends so much time on staging and lighting and still lets Lewis wear cargo shorts.
Everybody's afraid to tell him how to dress. Maybe he shouldn't wear like the clothes he wore to work to the show that night. But hey, you know what? You do what you got to do.
These are all things that we deal with, I suppose, on a regular basis.
I mean, at least the singer dresses up, so we've got that going for us.
Well, yeah, you got a hot girl singer, so you gotta.
Remember the last band I was in when it was like 4 dudes and like t-shirts with holes in them?
It's like black t-shirts and jeans.
No ability to do anything whatsoever. That was a good band. So yeah,
I played with that band for a little bit.
Like for one show, right? Yeah, that was a good one.
I was the bass player.
That was arguably our best show. Or it had the most denim anyway in that one.
Dude, I went full Canadian tuxedo. I was not fucking around.
You really did. For a guy who criticizes everybo's dress so often, to wear a full denim outfit to a rock show really surprised me. So, but anyway. I digress.
I had to base it up, and I had to stand out in the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know if anybody caught it though. Earlier, we went down and made cameos in front of the Dojo live cam. We immediately decreased the boredom level on Piper's Dojo's live stream by
It was getting pretty boring.
It's very boring. Whenever Andrew's in control of it, like when Carl's doing it, everything's great. Andrew, not so much. But anyway.
And then they turned the fucking lights off.
Yeah, then they turn the lights off and nobody can see shit. Apparently they don't understand live stream needs lights so people can see what the fuck's going on.
Well, pretty much anything with a camera needs lights so people can see what the fuck's going on.
I don't know, but so far it's been pretty good, don't you think? It's interesting. So,
are you getting excited for Winter Steam?
Very much. I'm ready to how would you explain it?
I'm going to take my pants off and make bad decisions.
Absolutely. We brought, well, everybody that hears this will hear it after the fact. So we brought a giant dildo. We hope to get in trouble with that thing during the
phrasing. We brought it to prank people with.
Prank people with. Yes, correct. Sorry, I didn't say that right. We brought a lot of interesting things to fuck with people. We're going to do. We hope to have a dildo cam at some point. We'll see what happens.
Actually, now's as good a time as any to let people know they can like the Chan Rant on Chan Rant Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can now, this episode of Chan Rant Podcast, like every episode, is brought to you by chanarant.com and the Chanter Rant Patreon, which, if you become a patron on Chanter Rant's Patreon, you will see all the video stuff that we cannot share with the world.
All the pranks we do with this dildo are going to go on Patreon, so sign up.
Yeah, that gets you exclusive for $5 a month. You can have access to the dildo cam, which apparently is a thing now. Apparently, this is where we've ended up.
This is the level of comedy you're dealing with, people. By the way, have you noticed somebody in our general vicinity throughout the concert is farting a lot? It's very sneaky.
Is that you?
No, it's not me. It's got to be the woman behind us. I'm sure it's not the woman.
I did not notice, but it was not me.
Oh yeah, no, it's been a couple times a little rough around here, but we are in the cheap seats, so.
This is why we cannot have nice things. So yeah, we're gonna get some clips, I think, out and about, and we'll check in.
Let's go talk to some.
I guess we can cut to some music.
Yeah, music.
Ding. Holy hell, Fusco, what a show.
Yes, it was pretty amazing, wasn't it? I'm very excited, although it was a long couple hours without drinks, so that was kind of an issue. But
well, it would have been a long couple hours without drinks if we weren't drinking the entire time.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I just mean like without being able to pound incessantly. You know what I mean? Which is our MO.
Yeah.
So that was a little off-putting, but
Fusco came to pound incessantly.
I did. And I will do that hopefully later.
Fred Morrison finished off the show. That was amazing.
He pounded
Great sets
incessantly.
by St. Lawrence O'Toole.
Yeah. Who else there?
Spirit of Scotland played a bit.
Yep.
Stuart, our good friend Stuart Liddell.
Yep. Who else?
Let's see. Who else? Richard Parks and a 18-person P-Rock.
Yeah, it was all very exciting. Now it's over, and now it's on to the party. That's really the important thing.
Yeah,
right?
so we're gonna pack up here. We're gonna head over to Winter's Steam, and the slurring in our speech will probably start.
Yeah, you'll notice at this point we're still relatively in the game, mentally and physically. Give us about an hour, and we will not be.
Yeah, and in about an hour, that's when shit really goes downhill. Also, I said erection really loudly in front of children.
That was a great story.
and their mom turned and was like, well, she hasn't asked me what that word means yet, so I think we're in the clear. I'm like, oh, great.
You want to tell that from the beginning? So the concert's over.
Yeah.
People are walking out.
Yeah.
Josh is cleaning up. And why did you say that? What's the context here?
Because I was being honest about the amount of blood flow to my penis.
Yeah, I think he was excited about the Fred Morrison performance, and he said very loudly as kids were walking
Fred
by.
Morrison is my jam.
Yeah. He said, what exactly did you say?
I said, well, that explains why I have an erection.
Yeah, and there's a 4-year-old kid standing right next to him. Classic Josh story. Open mouth, insert foot.
Yep. And then her mom looked at me, and I was like...
Yeah, we all started laughing, and she was like... She wasn't mad, though.
No.
She seemed okay.
She rolled with the punches.
Yeah. So which is good, but so Josh does it again.
Yeah, this is why we cannot have nice things.
Let's
all right,
see what he can do later. We'll
what
see
do you think?
comes
On to
from
the
it.
Winter Steam?
Yeah, let's do it.
Give it till it hurts.
Oh yeah.
Patreon.com/Chenerette. Oh yeah.
So, Fusco, here we are at Winter Steam, the steamiest part of Winter Storm.
It is very steamy in here. You notice all the people taking off their clothes already. It's getting very hot in here.
I noticed that it's about 99% dudes.
It is what do they call this in our world?
It's a sausage fest.
That it is, sir. That it is. I'm looking around the room, and I don't see... I was going to point out famous people for the fun of it, but I am not seeing anybody right now, but I will.
Stop turning your fucking head. I'm trying to track you.
I know. I see Calum Beaumont over there, so he's pretty famous. Other than that, it's a bunch of nobodies.
Including us.
Yeah. But we have a giant microphone.
Speaking of nobodies.
Yeah, everybody's staring at us because we have a giant microphone. Giant black
What are you talking about? This is incognito for us.
I know, we're not going balls to the wall. We do have a tenor drummer with us who wants to say something.
Oh no, we're not gonna get any of that. That's not happening. But I think we might have to check back in with the Chanarant audience after everyone's had a few more drinks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to let people get a little drunk, and then maybe they'll start talking to us. We'll see. And maybe we'll get them to say something funny or offensive or controversial.
And also, we got a bunch of great videos. So if you want to see some of the videos from the concert, you should become a patron on Patreon.
Yeah, because you're gonna get a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Patreon.com/Chanarant. Go check that out. $5, and you'll see some cool content.
What he said.
What I said. All right, we'll check in with you guys in a bit.
We'll be back.
So, Fusco, this is very different than I thought it would be.
Why? What's different about it?
We're at Winter Steam. We're in a hotel ballroom, crammed asses to elbows.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people in here. It's really tight.
I had no idea it was going to be this popular. I'm excited now. Everyone's pounding beer like it's going out of style.
Yeah, it's tighter than a tenor drummer's vagina in here right now.
It's okay. They didn't hear that one.
No, but they will when they hear the broadcast.
We got some performances going on. Everyone's just crammed in.
We got fucking shit. I don't know what that is, but going off that sound.
Oh my God! Is that the Piper's Dojo? That's the Piper's Dojo live stream.
We totally could have got the penis up there if they put a camera up there. How great would that be?
It's not too late.
It's not too late. We can still pull this off somehow. You've got to get the throw right.
This is what we train for.
This is what we train for. All you got to do is do it once, and then we're
one success. But if I fail, we're thrown out.
If you fail, we're sunk.
I don't know. I don't think I can nail it.
So there's piping going on. So that's Jack Lee on the mic, but there's piping going on, but it's so loud in here you actually can't almost even hear it. It's ridiculous.
No, yeah, they'd have to mic the piping.
So they're doing some sort of kitchen piping type contest or something.
That's awesome. And we're gonna kind of roam around a bit, I think, and see who we can get into trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna run away from us next when we put the mic in their face.
Probably most everybody. It is large, black, and intimidating. We gotta get them a couple more drinks.
Yeah, get people a little drunk. Give them some time.
We'll know the tipping point will be like 11 o'clock, midnight, somewhere around then.
Yeah, and then people will start saying some crazy shit, and we will quote them.
Absolutely. All right. So we'll check back in with you guys in a bit.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Oh, this episode of the Chantarant podcast brought to you by the Chantarant store. Buy all your great Chantarant gear and t-shirts and even tank tops for the ladies. It's a hot one out there at this world pipe band competition, so don't forget to head to chantarant.com and buy yours today.
So we're at the after party at Winter Storm, and we have 655-time world champion Jason Paguio.
Jason, how you doing tonight? I'm good enough that you guys were here. Well, we are very sexy, obviously, and I see the look in your eye when you're looking at us. I mean, I gravitated towards you naturally. I found you from across the room. It was a straight beeline, and I said I have to go over there. Yes. Well, it took a little coercing, but I have a question for you. What is the puss status here tonight? Give us a breakdown. You know, this you're the puss champion, from what I understand. You know, Winter Storm is a very interesting place. It's a very interesting place. You mean like interesting, like as in there's a lot of dudes here? You know, the piping and drumming, idiom is a very. Do we take a shot for idiom? Sing idiom. Okay. I'm with you. No, go for it. Ding. Ring the bell. You know, it's a place that gravitates towards certain demographics, like middle-aged white men. Well, I don't fit the demographic. No, you don't, but the rest of us do. Yeah, I do. Well, middle-aged, you? No. 42. I don't think you did. We're 61.
He's not middle-aged. He's old now.
You son of a bitch. This guy right here. This motherfucker. This fucking guy. Wait.
This fucking guy.
Well, when you're handsome, you don't age very well.
That's true.
I mean, wait, you age well. Right. Wait. I'm not sure.
I'm actually 106.
No, I'm Asian. I'm 106.
Yeah, you guys never age a day, right?
No. That's the whole thing. The problem is I can't go face I look like Fu Manchu. I get like these strands. It's over.
That's a great question. If you could, would you have a beard?
You know, I've tried multiple
I mean,
times.
let's assume you're a white guy that could grow a beard. Would you?
Yes.
Okay. I have another question.
It's cold. Have you been to Kansas City? Yes, you have. I'm here right now.
I am now.
Well, I'd love to go to the Pats game tomorrow at $300 a ticket, but it's cold and I wish I could go facial hair.
Dude, I would never fucking go to that game. I have another question for you. Stuart Liddell is growing a beard. What do you think of that?
You know,
He looks good, doesn't he?
I don't care what he wears, if he's wearing a beard, if he's wearing a Glengarry.
He's a handsome man regardless.
If he's wearing Spike, you know, he looks great whatever he's wearing.
I might hump his leg if we run into him later. I don't know.
Wait, before Joe Brady humps his leg?
Joe Brady's gonna hump your leg.
Joe Brady's gonna hump my leg.
So, anyway, important question for you, Jason Paguio, world champion drum major
Of years past.
but give me a percentage chance, if you would, like just a good estimate, best guess. What are the chances of you crushing tonight?
You know, Winter Steam is a place where you can have great drinks.
You're such a politician. This guy, now I see where the city councilman thing came from. He's such a political guy.
You know,
He knows how to answer every question.
you know, you pay $20 for a pint glass and you get, unlimited Smittix all night long.
That's what I'm drinking, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Unlimited Smittix. By the way, how late does this go? We've never been here before.
You know, as late as your heart desires.
Really? My heart desires a lot, my friend.
And your dong desires the rest.
I didn't realize he had a heart. That's
No, I do not. It's a black shard.
It's 6 sizes too small, like the Grinch.
It's like very
sizes. Are we going with? Is that the right metric?
much like my penis. It's very small, black, and charred. Wait. Hold on.
Measure.
This episode brought to you by pipersdojo.com/analingus.
Would you like to plug anything? Do you sell anything? Besides your
Other than my soul,
yes.
you know,
Do you teach?
I sell my spirit.
Do you teach young women how to become... I'm sorry. Let me start that question over again. Do you teach young girls how to become women?
You know, I teach people how to become the best.
It's cut. Cut. Thank you for coming and chatting with us, Jason. I'm excited to see what more Winter Steam has in store.
So what are you going to do next? What do you look forward to next? Where do we go from here?
You know, I look forward to whatever's next for my next meal tonight because I think that would be fantastic.
You talking about like eating at the V? Is that what you're talking about? We're well aware. That's why we're standing right here.
You have a great spot. Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
Josh is going to make a move.
Location.
Josh is about to make a move.
I'm gonna make a move in Winter Storm 2020.
Half past never.
Josh has a different atmosphere, if you will.
He does.
You're an average height. I'm tall for an Asian. For
Yes.
sure. I'm very tall. So I'm privileged.
Are you tall down there?
I'm tall overall.
Would you like to prove that to us right now?
I don't need to prove anything.
Come on, whip it out.
Zip.
Stop.
Oh my God, it's huge.
Look at the size of that thing. Oh my
Is that
God.
about my mace, right?
Wow, all of a sudden the tender drummers are starting to come around. I don't know what's going on around here, but they're impressed. They're like, I've never had Asian dong before, but there's a first time for everything.
And last time.
I don't know, we're going way too racist on this.
This has gone completely off the rails.
Yeah, well, this is a mess. So anyway, Jason, we appreciate you coming on and talking to us. You're the first one. Hopefully this starts a trend.
With your half pint of whiskey.
Yeah, look at the size of this glass of whiskey he brought to us. I mean, not to us, but he's drinking.
Oh, you can have a sip.
Oh, yeah, let's have a sip. To all the listeners out there, here's some Crown Royal for you. Have a sip.
Jason, I wish you the utmost luck this evening, both professionally and sexually.
I wish you more.
Actually, can I ask you another question?
You just did.
Well, I definitely need more luck.
Would you say being a world famous drum major has helped you crush more puss in your life in general?
Being a world champion in anything helps me become more mediocre in the way the rest of I look at life. I mean, everything is, it's all downhill from here. Really.
How old are you now?
I'm 62.
Right, yeah, so, yeah, you're fucked at this point. You might as well kill yourself.
That's almost as old as Joe Brady.
Almost. Not quite, but almost. By the way, we gotta find that motherfucker.
Where is he?
Where in the world is Joe Brady?
Where are they?
Should we go talk to them?
We should.
All right, Josh, pull out the video camera while we approach these girls and get shot down.
Okay, I'm gonna cut the audio, switch to video.
All right, let's do this, for real. Okay, so we're here with Jason Paguio, and he's got a young lady here that he's talking to. He's working on right now. So we want to get right in the middle of Jason Paguio's game. So Jason, work your game to this young lady. We want to hear it.
Hi, my name is Sarah.
Notice how she ran away as soon as the mic came out. Well, that's the story of Chatterant. The girls run away when we start fucking bringing the big black thing out. But, hey, that's what we do here. Don't worry, we'll get another shot at Jason Paguio's game. We'll see what we can do. Let's go to the videotape. So we're here at Winter's Steam with the world champion tenor drummer, Andrew Elliot from Field Marshal Montgomery. And he's going to be interviewed by world champion drum major, Jason Paguio, who's going to ask him a lot of really great questions. Go ahead, Jason, take it away.
So Andrew, obviously you're very handsome. You're very good at what you do. How do you get to being so handsome and good at what you do?
Well, always moisturize. That's number one. You always have to moisturize. Make sure you blow dry, and then in between all that, do a little bit of practicing as well. A little bit of practicing pays off. Yeah.
Your shirt is incredible tonight.
Thank you.
I have to tell you,
it's floral. Thank you.
I'm colorblind, but you know what? You look fantastic. So you gotta tell me, how does it feel to perform the hard drive the way that you did?
You know what? That was actually probably one of my favorite performances ever with the band. It just it was a medley that had mixed reviews. I think generally loved by the public, but some mixed reviews. And to go out and win the Worlds playing that medley, and then especially to walk off the field playing that was it was something special for sure.
So I'm looking at your hair. You look very spiky tonight. And I have a very good feeling about all these spikes everywhere. How does it feel to have such spiky hair?
Great, I guess. Yeah, I really don't know how to answer that question. It's so ridiculous.
What product do you use to get all the girls with your great hair? Like, we just need some tips for crushing puss at Winter's Steam.
Well, so let me start by saying I'm happily engaged and I am getting married this November. But I do use some sort of matte paste in my hair.
So matte paste is the way to go.
Yeah, I think so.
More than like a cream. You prefer the paste.
Yeah, forget the cream.
Wait. Who is Matt Pace, and how do you get him to cream in your hair?
This is so done. I'm so done with this.
Oh my God! This is the greatest interview we've ever done. Matt Pace is a nickname for Jason Paguio's semen. That's just what I went with. I don't know. Well, this has been a great night. No, this is a complete joke. Yeah. So let's assume you were single and you were coming to Winter Storm for the first time like us. What advice would you give to me as a new person to Winter Steam and Winter Storm?
Other than joining Field Marshal Montgomery.
Other than that, other than becoming...
Or being 20 years younger.
Well, okay, yeah, and exquisitely handsome. I mean, let's assume that I can't do that. But what should I do to go out here tonight so that I don't go home alone? Like, how do I get my dick wet in Winter Steam? Go.
Win a gold medal.
Nailed it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Win a gold medal. Dick gets wet. Here we are.
I think that pretty much sums it up. Thank you.
That's not even on, is it?
It is. It's okay though. It's okay. Well, we'll probably edit that out. Ding.
Richard Parks will hear about it, and then you're fucked. But
he doesn't listen to the show that much.
Yeah, no, nobody listens to this show, so don't worry about it. But yeah, that was Andrew Elliot, world champion tenor drummer from Field Marshal.
Wait, just bloop that name out, though. Bloop that name.
That was Boop from Field Marshal. And he's going to go do some other stuff. So on to the next interview, Josh.
Also, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to you for winning the Worlds, by the way.
I was saying congratulations on getting engaged, but yeah.
I was going to congratulate him for that blowjob I saw him getting in the hallway earlier, but... Sorry, that was a joke. See, what we do on this show is jokes. Oh, this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And there's the best last interview I had on One Winter Storm.
Hey, I was just a bystander. I'm just saying.
Here, thanks to everybody at Winter Storm for having me back again. I've coming here. I've been coming here quite a while now, and it's always magic fun and meet great people and hear great tunes. What more can you ask for, eh? And thanks to all you guys for being so welcoming and responsive. It makes it all the more pleasant. So, see you at the other side.
All right, so we're at Winter's Steam, hanging out, making some friends. Fusco, how's it going so far?
What the fuck? We just had an interview lined up and they just walked away.
That's because we got the mic out, and you made me put sunglasses on.
You pull the mic out and then everybody fucking runs for the hills.
That's simply how it goes.
To the hills. What's that?
Oh, sorry, I was backing up your Iron Maiden. So, Andrea, how's Winter Storm going so far? Silence there. How's Winter Storm going so far?
Did you say how the skin's going so far? Oh, excellent!
Having a great time.
Yes, having a great time.
Also, Lone Star Piper just ran off with my camera somewhere. I'm not sure what he's doing. And I'm really hoping he doesn't just shoot a bunch of dick pics on it.
Yeah, we got some tender drummers working. We're working on what I don't know what's happening. I don't know what you said, but we're trying to like get some shit lined up here, and everybody's running away from us. But that's cool. We're gonna go man on the street style and just start sticking microphones in people's faces and see what happens. You ready?
It's the only option we have.
Right.
Oh, I could use another beer.
Oh my god, they are really not wanting to be on the mic. Okay, all right, hold on.
Also, the realist hashtag. Hashtag, where in the world is Joe Brady?
I tried to call that son of a bitch and he's not answering. I bet he's in bed. That guy's probably in bed.
Well, he is 87 years old.
That's true. He is. He's got gray hair. He's very handsome, but he's very old. And, he just can't hang like the rest of us. But, that's hashtag FU Joe Brady. You know what I mean? That's what you do.
Story of our lives. All right, so we'll check back in with y'all. And
do you shake some fucking limbs? We'll see if we can do something worth fucking recording.
I'm not hammered, I promise.
Everybody ran away, but we'll find somebody.
Pipe band life's not for everyone. And it doesn't always come at the right time. But with the Chanarant podcast at patreon.com/Chanarant, you can be there at the right time for you and your loved ones. It happens to a lot of guys. You're not ready to pipe band as hard as the Chanarant guys do. But with patreon.com/Chanarant, you too can be ready anytime, anywhere.
All right, here we are. We're at the Winter's Steam. Where the fuck are we?
Winter's Steam in Kansas City.
Okay, all right. So we are here with a bunch of people that we don't know, but they're going to introduce themselves. So first off, we got Ross Miller. I know him, but we'll introduce him. Ross Miller's here. Go ahead, say hi.
Hello, I'm Ross Miller and I'm from Glasgow in Scotland.
And you play with?
And I play with Inverary and District Pipe Band.
Really? The Inverary?
I do.
The grade 1, not the other guy.
Not the juvenile band anymore,
cool.
unfortunately.
So who's this guy to your right?
This is my good friend Cameron MacDougal, or as he's known to his pals, Cameron MacDougal.
Cameron MacDougal. Tell us about yourself. Who are you?
I am a piping teacher.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Westeros.
Westeros, like from fucking Sword and Stone or whatever fuck.
No, it's like Alapool and Gairloch and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll look it up on a map later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So, who do you play with?
Alapool Pipe Band and Isla Pipe Band.
Oh, okay. So, what grade is that?
4B.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We don't want to talk to this guy. Who's the guy behind you?
He also wants to go.
No, I'm just fucking with him. That's the whole thing. I'm going to fuck with him. Don't worry about it. That's what we do. Who's the guy behind you? Introduce him for us.
That's a woman.
No. Over this side.
All right, good.
We're going to get to her.
Alistair Lee.
Wait, Lee?
He's like a famous guy. So.
Are you famous?
Chris Lee's brother.
No. Are you like Jack Lee's son?
No, Chris Lee's brother.
Oh, well, then we don't care.
I'm a Lee and nephew.
We got a couple guys in the background talking.
Chris Lee's brother.
We got Calum, Beaumont hanging out. We got Richard Parks.
Time you're off to your bed now. Off to bed. That's it, yeah. And don't forget to wash behind your ears.
So we got Calum, Beaumont, Richard Parks in the background. That's me. We're doing our podcast. We're talking to some of the local guys, having a good time.
Some of the winners.
Some of the winners from the weekend, right? Of course. And, of course, we got Richard Parks, Calum, Beaumont in the background. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're happy to be here. Having a good time.
Are you really? It's fucking 20 degrees out there. Are you really happy to be here?
It's not even 20 anymore. It's like 12.
It's like 12. I don't know what the fuck.
That's an important day back home. 20 degrees.
The important question is...
C or F?
What's that?
C or degrees C.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we're Americans. We're Americans, so we don't know.
Fahrenheit. So that's like negative.
It's like negative 70, right? Or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Approximately.
Richard, you're an engineer. What's the
ballpark, man? 100.
Richard, you're an engineer. Can you explain?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Could you explain to Americans how to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius?
I have
Go.
no idea.
Neither do I.
Forward and not
Just add 40.
No idea. So, I don't even know what to do right now because I did not expect these guys to walk up. But I know, I had no idea. So, all right. So we got Ross Miller. What did you win this weekend?
The silver man.
Wooden spoon.
And you won.
Gold medal.
Fuck's sake, mate.
We also won the Kaylee.
Yeah, we won the
Obviously.
Kaylee, yeah.
Callum, what did you win? Oh wait, nothing.
So he won best jumper.
Harsh. That's a little harsh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was. No, yeah.
Most improved.
He won best dressed, dude.
Based on the prizes.
Did you win best dressed?
You had the Winterstone jumper on. It was very nice.
It was nice, wasn't it?
Actually, I do have a question. Richard, would you answer a question for me? What do you think of Stuart Liddell's beard? It's very, very attractive.
It's dashing. It's quite
He
dashing.
asks for advice at a band practice, by the way.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yes,
This is a good story. What kind of advice? What does he want to know?
He was asking, like, do you use oil and how do you shave it down and everything?
The Stuart Liddell is asking you for beard advice.
Yeah, and there's a few other young boys in the band have got beards as well.
So Fusco, how does it feel to know that of all the people that Stuart knows that have beards, he didn't call you once?
I can't believe he didn't call me. Why did Stuart not call me about the beard fucking advice? I don't know.
Apparently it's because your beard. Apparently your beard is shit.
I would not do that to Stuart. I can't believe I did it to Richard, to be quite honest.
Apparently your beard is shit, and he doesn't want your advice.
I mean, obviously, but so. All right, let me ask you guys a serious question, though. Richard, feel free to jump in. So, if you want to, which of you guys are married? Are any of you guys married? I know Richard is, but other than him,
I know.
no. Okay, perfect. This is a great question for you guys. So, what is the key when you're at Winter Storm in January? Right? What's the key to crushing?
Fusco, what a weekend.
It was quite the weekend, wasn't it?
So we're back in Las Vegas now. We're actually outside of a gig. We're playing for the Leathernecks Club, the Marines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a gig last night for the Curling Cup as soon as we got back into town.
Yeah, we did. We had to pray to all the weather gods that nothing happened and we got home in time because otherwise we would have missed it. And it all worked out for us. Although I feel bad for all those Canadians that spent 48 hours in airports.
or got canceled. As we were leaving, there were people who were literally saying their flights were canceled. They wouldn't be able to leave Kansas City until Wednesday.
Anybody flying east?
Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry about weather diddling you in the butthole, but you should live in the West.
Everybody should just move to Vegas. It's so much better out here.
Yeah, especially if you're a drummer. You'll get your hot and cold running blowjobs if you move to Las Vegas. Join the band that shall not be named.
We know people.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we're sitting right in the middle of blowjob.
Yeah, it's gotta be blowjob central. Every other business is a massage parlor.
It's an Asian massage place. There's probably a lot of illegal.
This has got to be probably the most hand jobs per capita in Las Vegas. It's right in this.
Maybe even in the country.
This little strip mall. But Fusco, what are your thoughts on Winter Storm? Your closing thoughts on Winter Storm? Because we kind of intermittently got some recordings. We got some music that I'm sure we cut to already. What are your thoughts? Winter Storm overall. What do you think?
I thought it's an interesting and amazing event. There's so much going on in such a short period of time. I'm flabbergasted how they actually pull this off. And I guess I would say we should have come a day earlier so we could see more of what was happening in the contest-wise. We got in on contest day. It would have been nice to see more of that. What else? The concert was amazing. The clinics were... Well, the ones we caught were similar to what Tony said.
It was okay. I think that if I were going to do it over again, I would have come earlier to catch more of the contest on Friday, but I wouldn't have bothered with the clinics. I would have just bought a concert ticket for Saturday.
That seems to be what a lot of people do. They, especially higher level people, they come in for the sesh and the concert and to hang out with their friends and to do the contest, basically. So
yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't consider myself to be at a super high level of playing, but I can say that the stuff I attended, it was mostly just people that were more qualified than me, reaffirming what I already knew. Which, granted, now I can say that, well, don't take my word for it. Terry Lee told me this.
Right. Now we have proof that that's how you're supposed to do it.
Let's see. We got to meet some friends. I got to hang out with Joe Brady in real life.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
We got to hang out.
We got video of that, by the way. So check out the
channel around on Patreon.
Yeah.
we got to hang out with our good friend Colin Armstrong, who will be back on the show soon. I'm excited for that. We got to talk to some senior officials of pipe band associations that, while they refused to come on the record, did give us some good leads.
Oh my God, we had such an interesting conversation with somebody.
Yeah,
that we'll leave off for now, and he said everything that
we say.
He said a lot of shit.
He wouldn't come on record, but he did give us some leads to chase down, which I think that was nice of him. Got to learn from Terry Lee. Got to have a session with Richard Parks. So yeah, Fusco asked Richard Parks a very, very interesting question that we can't post normally, but if you follow us on Patreon, you'll get to see the question and the answer. It's patreon.com/Chanarant.
The only thing I wish we did differently in that instance, because it was brilliant, was I wish we had video of his reaction.
His reaction was amazing.
The audio reaction is pretty priceless, but oh my God.
Of all the questions you can ask Richard Parks, this was probably the worst.
He came over so innocently, like, "Hey, what's going on over here?"
Yeah. We Chanaranted the shit out of him real quick.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. This could be the one.
But yeah, the Winter Steam concert was awesome. We do have a bunch of footage. I got a bunch of footage of the after party where there's people playing pipes and drums and piano, and they're all just jamming together. It was Kaylee until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So we'll post some of that to the Patreon for sure. But yeah, I mean, I feel better today. I was dead yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday sucked. Sunday was pretty rough. I think we got footage of Josh throwing up. It happened again.
Yeah,
or at least audio of it.
Yeah, right around 4:30 in the morning. I took a shot because we had so much booze left in the room. And I was like, I can take care of this. And I took, I think, one shot. And
one
he was
too
like,
many.
Nope, no, I can't.
It finally happened again for the second time ever.
I just got up and I just put my finger. And Fusco's like, now, and I just put my thumb up. I was like, yep, it's happening.
It was brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I yacked. But it was a good trip, I think, overall. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it if you've never been. It's really, really good overall.
Also, huge shout out to Andrew and Andrew Carlisle at the Viper's Dojo for their fantastic live stream coverage the entire time. Those guys were working their fucking asses off.
Yeah, that was killer. And those videos are now up on the MW, whatever the hell it is, whoever hosts this thing's website.
MHF, I think.
MHF, yeah, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, Midwest, whatever they are.
But yeah, those guys did a killer job. All the live stream stuff was amazing. The concert was fantastic. Fucking Fred Morrison, dude. Nothing takes me from 6 to midnight quite like Fred Morrison.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I've never seen him live before. That was awesome.
I gotta wear looser pants next time.
There was also a funny thing that happened. I don't know if you noticed it, but almost every group that played at the concert, except for one that played some form of a march or an MSR or something, that kind of thing, played Highland Wedding.
Really?
So just like the issue they have at the Worlds, everybody's playing goddamn Highland Wedding, which is an amazing tune, but, enough with the Highland Wedding.
Hey, Fusco, what's that tune you've been working on for solos recently? For solo Kaylee performance? What was it?
It's Highland Wedding, but it's not the fucking march. It's the Stuart Liddell cool, well, actually, Alan Tully, very cool, awesome version of it, which, that's awesome.
We actually got a lot of good video and audio recording of the concert we're going to post, too, and see who got better, us or Piper's Dojo. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I've got a lot of audio, and that's going, well, they would have heard some of it interjected already.
Interjected into the podcast, yeah.
But we'll release more of it because for our Patreons who want to hear recordings of the show.
Yeah, speaking of which, real quick, we're going to leave some space in here because I have to get out on my phone to say thank you to the patrons. Ooh, somebody on Bumble likes me.
Nice. Probably somebody from St. Louis, I'm guessing.
Probably.
Or,
probably a fat chick from
Kansas City. I mean.
Seems to be my...
You're crushing on the overweight.
I was batting 1,000 with fat chicks in Kansas City.
Very corn-fed, corn-fed.
Please don't. Please cut that out. I know you won't, but please do.
You gotta love it.
So real quick before we end this episode, I want to give a quick shout out to our patrons that we got already on the brand new Chanarant Patreon. We've got Ian, Jonathan, Mary, Fiona, Mike, Courtney, Jason, Ted, Raymond, Ben, Killian, Bill, John, Kelly, Kevin, Bradley, and Camille. Thank you all for signing up early to be patrons of the Chanarant Podcast. We certainly appreciate all the help we can get.
You're going to be the first one to hear the Richard Parks interview done by Chanarant.
Yeah, and apparently we have...
Try not to shit yourselves when you hear what we say to these guys.
Apparently we have more than 6 fans. We have at least 17.
At least 17 now.
Yeah, so that's good.
That's a good improvement for a year.
So, just from us here at the Chanarant Podcast, thank all of you for supporting us on Patreon. It was great seeing all of our friends in Kansas City, and we got to go play this gig. So, Fusco, if it's okay with you, I say play us out.
Let's do it. Later, y'all.
Yes, are you? Alright, so give me a fucking plan, because I didn't know where to go with these guys.
Tell them it's for the Piper's Dojo.
They know what it is. They don't know what it is, but they know what it is. I warned them there's going to be stupid questions, but what are we going to say?
What's it like to not win Worlds?
So you want to really fucking go for it? Okay, all right. Fuck, I'm the one that's got to ask these fucking questions.
What's it like to be first loser at the Worlds in 2018?
I mean, if you're gonna be a bear.
Oh yeah, this is okay. Did you see that? She come and took my damn cup.
Don't let him take my glass. We'll be right back.